The original bluegrass band was created by four men: Bill Monroe and Earl Scruggs, Lester Flatt, and Chubby Wise. That's the first complete bluegrass band, and you have two of them people here, and they're doing some television things, and I would like if Lester Wood to come back out here and Chubby Wise, and maybe they can make a picture that we could get a picture from. I'd love to have a picture with them. The four men that created the original bluegrass sound. The guitar was Lester Flatt, the fiddle was Chubby Wise, the mandolin was Bill Monroe, and the banjo was Earl Scruggs. These four men are the father of bluegrass music. And here's two of them today. Would you give them a hand? Because all fiddle and all guitar is based on what these men did.
You be Monroe and I'll be Scruggs.
All right. I'm going to be Monroe and you're going to be Scruggs? All right. Better let me get on this side then. But I want to thank them because there's nobody enjoyed any more music than is played on a guitar than what Lester played on those records. I'm sure there's men before him that influenced his life, and I've never had the chance to ask him. And I would like to ask him, when you were a boy, I don't know, maybe A.P. Carter or who, but somebody had to influence your musical career.
Well, I don't know. Actually, Carlton, I kind of grew up in a musical family, you might say. My father played the fiddle and played the banjo, and as little as you know about it, I started out picking the five, you know.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But my daddy, he played what we call the old claw hammer style, you know, drop thumb. And I'd sit and watch him for hours, and I'd try to get my thumb to work, and I never could, you know, like he did. So I laid it down, picked up the guitar.
Well, without you see, we wouldn't have what we have today.
Well, we certainly enjoy doing what little bit we can for it. So.
And I understand Chubby came out of Florida, was a swing fiddler, or more of a hot fiddler, and showed up in Nashville and got a job with Bill Monroe. Is that right?
That's right, Carlin. I was mostly a dance fiddle player at that time.
Well,
And,
now, when you went to Nashville, did you have in mind getting a job with Bill Monroe or just getting a job?
Yes, I did, because I knew that Howdy was going to the Navy, and I knew he had to have a fiddle player.
Oh, I see. Do you remember how you met him? Was it the back of the Opry, or?
I just told him that I was there to audition for Bill Monroe, and I walked in the dressing room and I introduced myself. He said, "Can you play the fiddle?" I said, "Not much, but I was sure here to try."
Well, did he hire you then?
He hired me right then. I played one tune. He said, "You got your clothes with you?" I said, "Yes, sir. They're at the hotel." He said, "Well, go get them and go to North Carolina."
I'll have to say one thing, Chubby. I don't like to brag on you to your face, but when we was working together on the Opry with Bill Monroe, it's down in my little book, and always will be, that you was one of the best bluegrass fiddlers in the world.
Thank you, Lester. Coming from you, that is a real compliment.
That's true.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
That's true. Thank you, Mac. I might say that after Lester left Bill Monroe, he hired a boy named Jim Eames for a couple of 3 months, and Don Reno told him about a boy from Waynesboro, Virginia, that had a real high, pretty voice, and he thought he would make a good singer for him. So they sent after him, and a man named Mac Wiseman showed up and became the second real powerful bluegrass singer. And I think today maybe he's got still the prettiest voice in bluegrass music. I really do.
Thank you, Fred. Thank you very much. If you don't watch us, we'll get this Mutual Admiration Society going on and on. So thank you again for your indulgence, and make yourselves at home. Have a good time. Friends, if we may, we'd like for the next few minutes, Lester and I and the Nashville Grass, along with Big Howdy, who worked on the album, we'd like to get together and do a couple of the songs that we did in the album, Mac and Lester, or Lester and Mac, for the RCA Victor folks. We've got a few of the old songs and the new one or two we did in it, and had a few folks ask for some of the songs, so we're going to try to do them for you. So Lester, if you will, come back and let's try a couple of them. Give Lester, the fellas, a big hand, will you, folks? Maybe we better do this over here, Lance.
I tell you, listen, Mac, I was going to raise this one up here because
Take 4 for both.
mine your size, we can't both get around them.
You're right. You have gained a lot there, Les.
Look who's talking.
Hey,
What are we going to try?
let's try the Bluebirds first, won't
Bluebirds,
you?
that's a good one. you'll forgive me, won't you? There was a girl I loved so dearly. She lived away back in the hills. Oh, the bluebirds sing, I miss my darling. She loved me, I know, and she always will. There's a bluebird singing in the Blue Ridge Mountain, calling me back to my home. Oh, I can hear the bluebirds calling me back to my home.
When I reached my home, I was oh so lonely. The one I love had gone away. The sad, sad news came from her mother. She's sleeping there beneath the glade.
And the bluebirds singing in the Blue Ridge Mountain, calling me back to my home. Oh, I can hear the bluebirds calling me back to my home. Bluebirds singing in the Blue Ridge Mountain, calling me back to my home. Oh, I can hear the bluebirds calling me back to my home.
Yeah. A bit of Loving Another Man. It's in the album. Want to?
Will you be loving another man? Will you be loving another man? When I return to be waiting, how will you be loving another man?
Don't come pride on my shoulder, telling me that love is grand. And before I'm out of sight, dear, then be loving another man. Will you be loving another man? Will you be loving another man? When I return, will you be waiting? How will you be loving another man?
If I find this to be true, dear, I want you to please understand. When I return, don't say you're sorry. Just keep on loving another man. Will you be loving another man? Will you be loving another man? When I return, will you be waiting? How will you be loving another man? Will you be loving another man? Will you be loving another man? When I return, will you be waiting? How will you be loving another man? Yeah.
This, I believe, is my favorite of the entire album. I hope I haven't breathed too much liquid sunshine or too much night air. I got a frog down there, but he won't cooperate with me.
I tell you,
to sing
Mac,
the fourth part.
I'm sure you didn't mean to, but you made me sleep outside of the Holiday Inn last night. Who's going to take this ball for us? Chi-Chi and the Fiddles. Chi-Chi and the Fiddles, all right. Now, sweetheart, you done me wrong. You have left me all alone. Maybe there will come a time, sweetheart, when you will change your mind. That it was true, sweetheart, I thought the world of you. Now you've left me all alone. I have no one to call my own. Now, sweetheart, you done me wrong. You have alone. Maybe there will come a time, sweetheart, when you will change your mind. This road is rough and rocky too, as I travel on, dear, without you. I'm still praying for the time, sweetheart, when you will change your mind. Now, sweetheart, you done me wrong. You have left me all alone. Maybe there will come a time, sweetheart, when you will change your mind. Song that we ever tried to write, and was real happy that Mr. Elvis Presley recorded this one in his Elvis Country album. It's called My Little Cabin Home on the Hill.
Listen to the rain beat on my window pane in our little cabin home on the hill. Tonight I'm alone without you, my dear. It seems there's a longing for you still. All I have to do now is sit alone and cry in our little cabin home on the hill. Oh, someone has taken me from me and left me here all alone. Just listen to the rain beat on my window pane in our little cabin home on the hill.
come to the end of the way and find there's no more happiness for you. Just let your thoughts turn back once more, if you will, to our little cabin home on the hill. Oh, someone has taken you from me and left me here all alone. Just to listen to the rain beat on my window pane in our little cabin home on the hill. Fine, Uncle Josh. Now some folks like the summertime when they can walk about, strolling through the meadow green, it's pleasant there no doubt. But give me the winter time when the snow is on the ground. I found her when the snow's on the ground. I traced her little footprints in the snow. I found her little footprints in the snow. That's that happy day when Nellie lost her way. I found her when the snow's on the ground. See her, it was a big round moon. Mother said she just stepped out, she'd be returning soon. Found her little footprints and I traced them through the snow. And I found her snow's on the ground. I traced her little footprints in the snow. I found her little footprints in the snow. Lord, that's that happy day when Nellie lost her way. I found her when the snow's on the ground. Now she's up in heaven with the angel band. Soon I'm gonna join her in that happy land. Every time the snow falls, it brings back memories. I found her when the snow's on the ground. I traced her little footprints in the snow. I found her little footprints in the snow. Lord, that's that happy day when Nellie lost her way. I found her when the snow's on the ground. Now let's do one with Howdy. Thank you very much. We had several requests for that one. We don't sing that one very often. That's one of our buddy Bill Monroe's numbers. He does such a great job with, but we hope the folks requested enjoyed it. Josh, we also promised some folks we'd try to do a number that we haven't did in a long time, a little blues type thing, and you do all the country picking on it, I'll do a little hot guitar picking, huh? All right. I'm leaving you to where you off my mind. I'm leaving you to where you off my mind. 'Cause you keep me worried, troubled all the time. All the 6 white horses going 2 by 2. All the 6 white horses going 2 by 2. Just because some other woman done stole my love from you. the train that I'm riding is 16 chords long. Oh, the train that I'm riding is 16 chords long. And that woman I'm loving got another man gone. Honey, count the days I'm gone. If you don't believe I'm leaving, just count the days I'm gone. If you ever see your daddy, it'll be on Judgment Morn.
Pick up far out of the Lester.
I don't think it sounds too much like Chet, do you? Now tell me, pretty mama, which way the river runs. Oh, tell me, pretty mama, which way the river runs. Run straight from my back door, right up to the rising sun. I couldn't sleep last night and started walking. I bet I walked 100 miles or more. I wore a hole in my new Sunday slipper, and I ain't even been outside the door. Well, I've been walking nearly all night long, trying to figure out just where it is you go, and exactly what it is that keeps you out. I've been walking nearly all night long, and I ain't even left my house. I wore a path across my brand new carpet. I smoked at least 2 packs of cigarettes. You didn't even tell me you were leaving. You just left it up to me to get. Well, I've been walking nearly all night long, trying to figure out just where it is you go, and exactly what it is that keeps you out. I've been walking nearly all night long, and I left my house. Yes, I've been walking nearly all night long, and I ain't even left my house.
Big little star.
Fine, Uncle Josh, thank you very much. One of our little buddies came back a while ago and asked for a song that he said he had this album and had this song in it. We did include this one in an album one time, but I didn't think anybody ever knew about anybody recording it except the fella that wrote it and recorded it and made such a big hit with it. He's one of our neighbors down on the old Hickory Lake. We get a chance to borrow a little Martha White flower from him once in a while. Maybe you'll recognize who we're talking about. It goes like this. I hear the train a-comin', rolling around the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, time keeps dragging on. But this train keeps a-rolling on down to San Antonio. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, Always be a good boy, don't ever play with a gun. I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blow, I hang my head and cry. I bet the rich folks eating from a fancy dining car, probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. I know I had it coming, I know I can't be free. But these people keep on moving, that's what tortures me. Take it, Jim. From this prison, if this railroad train was mine, that I'd move it on a little farther down the line. Far from Folsom Prison, that's where I long to stay. And I'd let the lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Thank you very much. We hope our little buddy requested that one, enjoyed it. Johnny Cash's Folsom Prison Blues. Time for some banjo picking now. We're going to call on Haskell McCormick to shuck a little corn for us on the old five. Thank you very much. We want to do a special request here for Velma, our good buddy Hal Smith's wife that runs Renfro Valley here. And Josh, she wanted me and you to dance. She reckoned now that's not being fair about it, is it?
Got a lot of nerve, Dad.
Little thing called the Ballad of Old Jed, fella. Listen to my story about a man named Jed. Poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. Then one day he was shooting at some food. Up through the ground come a bubbling pool. Oil that is black gold, Texas tea. First thing you know, multimillionaire. Kinfolk said, Jed, move away from there. Said California is the place you ought to be. So they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly Hills. That is swimming pool. Movie star. Josh, Granny and me always has to shake a leg a little bit on this one here. And especially for Velma. If you'll take my part, I'll see if I can do a step or two of Granny's part. How's that sound to you?
I'll do the best I can, that's all of you can do.